This is Jay the Motivator. Welcome to the YouTube channel. But I hope everyone enjoys the content, our long form videos, our shorts. Don't forget to check us out on other social media. Our link through Linktree is down below. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and several other places as well. We appreciate you, and now let's get to the video. What is going on, my beautiful peoples? We are back at it again in the gym, trying to motivate myself and motivate you as well. Today's squat day. We're warming up, stretching. So now we've got some stretches in. Now it's time to kind of get to work. We start out with the 45-pound bar. We're just getting some blood flow. We've got the resistance bands around our shins. You can see mine in the front right of the screen. Mine's a different color than my pants, so it's easier to see. But of course, T has on the same thing. You can kind of see his there right now. 45-pound bar. We're just warming up, getting some blood flow. Now, this was from August the 6th, so I'm a little bit behind on recording, editing, flipping, and dropping content. But we are trying, doing the best that we can. So, we just finished warming up with the 45-pound bar. Now we get to go to the good stuff. Starting out 135. So it's been a month and a half. I'm finally getting some weight on my shoulders again. Finally under the bar. So we're trying to get stronger because there's a 100% raw weightlifting competition September the 27th. And guess what your boy wants to do? I want to compete in it. Now, I didn't have 3 months to prep and get ready and all of that kind of stuff, but nonetheless, I want to get in this thing and see what I can do. So that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to train a little bit more consistently and a little bit harder, so I'm ready for that. Now, here I go with 135. Now, mind you, I still missed Monday, Tuesday, and today, August the 13th, in the gym. I had some issues with work and some family stuff and that kind of deal. But we are going to find a way to make this thing work. So we're in the gym. I got my 135 in. Now we go to 225. Still have the resistance bands because we're working on forcing the legs at the bottom of that squat. The resistance band wants to bring your knees together. And we're using the band to force our knees apart to that proper squat form. It just really helps you to get ready for the heavy weight. Now, we went kind of heavy today, but not super heavy. But, we still had to move a little bit of weight. You know how we do. So, 225 done for T. Now I'm up. Let's see what I can do. So, I jump in this 225. This is the last set with the resistance bands. Good old knuckle connection. It never hurts. You got to keep each other built up or whatever. So, you know what I mean? I did what I can. This is 225. And I get a couple. I don't go super heavy as far as reps go because I still want to have some power left for the end. But after a month and a half, 225 is still looking really smooth. But of course, I'm not satisfied with that. The goal is 500 clean. For those of you that don't know, I've already done 500, but it wasn't as clean as I would like. So I'm trying to get back to that point so I can get it right. Now we're on to knee wraps. T's under 315. Now T always does 315 for 10 as his warm up before he goes to heavyweight. I've done it a couple times. 315 for 10 is nothing to sneeze at. Absolutely nothing to sneeze at. And when I tell you that it will work you, I mean it will work you. So T gets his for 10, and of course I'm not going to do that many, but I am going to put in some work. So I want to say that I ended up getting 5. I want to say I did 315 for 5. Let's see. Count with me. Oh my gracious. You got to laugh a little bit. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why I feel like I just sounded like Count Dracula on Sesame Street. If you know about that from way back when, put it in the comments below. But anyway, now we move to 405. So the goal was to do sets of 4. Now T chose to do 405 sets of 4. Now I can't remember how many sets I actually included in the video because I didn't want to put you to sleep with every single set, but I wanted to include some so you could get a gist of the workout. 405, nice and clean, ATG, good form, and 4 straight. That right there is how you do it. Trying to get to that level. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to find a way to get there. Now, I elected to do 350 for the first set of 4 instead of 405. And I did a halfway decent job. I'm not going to complain too much. Again, it's been a month and a half, so I'm trying to get situated. So I get 1, I get 2, I get 3, and I quit. But it's all right. We're trying to get it together. Next time I'll be even stronger. So we'll just keep pushing. So now T comes back and he gets ready to do another set. He done his set and he asked me if I wanted to do 405. And I said sure. So I did 405 for a single. Here we go. Let's see what it looked like. And down and up. So it wasn't horrible. It wasn't as fast as I would like it to be. There was a time 405 felt like 315. Now 315 definitely feels like 500. But now T comes back. He gets his next set of 405 for 4. You get out of this thing what you put in it. When you're consistent and you show up consistently, then you'll get consistent results that grow consistently. I'm trying to get back to that spot. And then T is just knocking them out. Just absolutely knocking them out. I'm trying to get to that level, y'all. I'm trying to get there. And I'm gonna get there. It's gonna happen. So now I hit 405 for a second single. To me, hitting these singles was more important than trying to do 350 for 4 or 5. I wanted to get back under 400 pounds, go down and up with it. Now, when I got to the bottom, it's like, uh-oh. But when you're that low with 405 pounds on your back, there's only one thing you can do. You got to get up. However it takes. So now we do some RDLs. We're not doing dumbbell RDLs, but we're doing bar RDLs. Romanian deadlifts. Now the whole goal of these is to stretch that hamstring. If you notice T's form, when you go down, you're really putting pressure on that hamstring and then coming back up. That is the target muscle for these RDLs. I'm doing 315. 315 in the rack. And then here I go with mine. Same thing. Trying to control it. And I'm doing fairly decent. And I get my little set in. So, fist bump. Yeah. Now we go to these, I can't even remember the name of these at the moment. I'm going to tell you why I can't remember the name of them. Because they hurt so bad. They hurt so bad. We did multiple sets of these. We didn't go any higher than 135. When I tell you 135 with a split deadlift like that, it literally hurts so bad. It was worse than the 405. It was absolutely worse than the 405. It hurt. But that was one of the movements that I know works because it hurts so much. So T's getting his set in, and then I'm about to get my set in. Now, even doing it on the Smith machine, it's still a nightmare trying to control and manage. Because you got to keep your resistance. You got to keep your placement. And the whole goal is to really feel it on that front leg. So here's my front left leg. I'm trying to really feel everything on that leg. The burn, the setup, the whole 9 yards. Because I'm targeting that leg. The other leg is just out of the way. And now that I've done that, now I try to refocus. I get back under the bar. And now we switch. And now it's time to do the same thing for the other leg. We're trying to get this together, y'all. We're trying to get this together. This was not an easy workout. T be cooking up some workouts. I'm telling you. Like when you see me sit down like that, I mean I was toast. And then we had to get some abs in. Now I don't really like this. I ain't even gonna front. But I am getting better at it the more we do. So this is T knocking out his abs. Leg raise abs, I guess if that's what you want to call it. Like a champ. Like a champion. Now, me, on the other hand, introducing the geek. Now, notice the legs don't go up quite as much. Got a little belly in the way. But if y'all remember last time, this is a vast improvement. I am making progress. And that's all it's about for me, is progress. I may not be able to do it as good as everybody else. I may not be in a situation to keep, or whatever the case may be. But I am going to try, and I am going to knock it out. Now, we did some leg raises. Same thing. I'm really just trying to feel that burn. Extend the legs all the way out to the top so that I really feel it. And that's what I did. And as you can tell by my face, exhausted. Now T comes through to get his. Now I want to thank y'all for watching this video. I know it's 13 minutes and you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to hang out with us in the gym. That means a lot. I hope you all have a wonderful day. As always, Jay the Motivator out.